Get ready for the dictation. Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. Minimum wage rates in larger towns and cities are so much higher than in rural areas that the same amount of money would generate far fewer jobs while at the same time attracting large numbers of job seekers from distant rural and mofussil areas who should really be looked after in their homes or in the vicinity of their homes. Also, fewer jobs for the same amount of money would mean the spread is thin in precisely those urban concentrations where the numbers looking for jobs is much higher and moreover charged with higher expectations. We have therefore decided that the second component of the Nehru Rozgar Yojana should comprise a scheme of generating the required employment through a special thrust to housing and shelter upgradation in all towns and cities with a population in excess of 1 lakh. We are, however, excluding from this scheme the 4 super metropolitan cities of Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi, and Madras, not because these super metros do not need housing related employment, but because there are already in operation in these cities similar programs with investment running to hundreds of crores of rupees, including funding by the World Bank and other external sources. Thus, the Nehru Rozgar Yojana component for urban employment through housing and shelter upgradation might be seen as the extension of the concept of employment through house building and shelter upgradation to the hitherto somewhat neglected smaller metropolitan and non-metropolitan cities and towns of our country. Unless this component we have focused on the most labor intensive activity available in urban areas, namely the construction and upgradation of dwelling units and housing. Besides, the shortage of housing in these areas is so acute that the fruits of intensified construction activity will directly reach those most is need of it, that is the urban poor. Besides, housing requires so many different skilled trades such as plumbers
and carpenters and so many micro manufacturing units such as for bricks, tiles and furniture, as also services such as transport and wayside dhabas and tea shops that the government generated is not only direct employment in construction but also secondary and tertiary employment closely associated with construction activity. Also, some of the house building and much of the shelter upgradation will be undertaken by family labor. The labor is given the opportunity of doing so by being given access to institutional finance. There are two segments to this component of the Nehru Rozgar Yojana. We envisage the first segment as a joint enterprise of the union government, the state governments, the nagarpalikas and hudcos. The bulk of the work will involve identified families being assisted in shelter upgradation. Full stop.